Yes, they do. We are living in a much different world than we used to. The film and TV industry is a lot more global than it used to be, thanks to streaming services, thanks to online content, and thanks to access to those and easier access to those. There are budget considerations as well that make specific movies easier to make. For instance, in horror movies, do I need an A-list actor to sell that? I don't need that. Do I need a good filmmaker who understands that genre? Yes, I do. So those kind of rules apply for horror. Horror tends to sell across all platforms, whether it's theatrical, whether it's streaming, whether it's just low budget pay TV, or the rental space, subscription base, advertising space. It seems that Hulu, Netflix, Amazon, Apple, not so much Apple maybe, but a lot of the streaming services are looking for horror movies because they know that market is really big globally. So, I have a special love for Latin American horror movies and Korean horror movies. There's some great filmmakers coming out of there. But horror tends to sell very well. That doesn't mean you shouldn't package properly, you should. But it seems like all platforms are buying that type of material. There is the movie of the week, the Lifetime fare. Hallmark, Lifetime, a lot of those cable services will buy these low budget, movies that all have rules. They have to have specific rules in them. Not a lot of cursing. Female-driven thrillers are big for Lifetime. So knowing the rules of those release platforms are very important. They can sell, and you can make those in volume. There's the inspirational family faith genre. I believe that they sell quite well. There've been that crossover market between, the Christian faith market and the inspirational family faith market. Disney is part of that world. Netflix buys a lot of that material. So those genres specifically tend to do well at a low budget to mid-budget range, which makes them a lot more attractive to investors and distributors as well. So they are the three strongest, I think. You have your Marvel movies, but Marvel doesn't need my money to make movies, and they are theatrical fare, and they tend to bring a big box office. But if you are setting out to write a movie or to develop a movie or produce a movie, those ones tend to sell across most platforms now. Streaming services. Lionsgate is a great place to go if you have an inspirational family faith movie now, which wouldn't have been the case a number of years ago, because they understand the idea that a lot of the streaming services and pay TV even are picking up this material. Pureflix exists at Sony now. It's a purely Christian faith streaming service. So those three in particular are very strong.